In this session, I am going to solve one problem on force coupled system. Okay, the problem is the three forces and a couple of magnitude 18 Newton are applied to an angled bracket as shown in the figure. An angled bracket. So this is an angled bracket, 90 degree angled bracket on which three forces are acting. So here 50 Newton force, 125 Newton force, this 200 Newton force, and one couple of magnitude 80 Newton meter and clockwise, anti-clockwise couple, right? Anti-clockwise couple is acting at the point A. So this value is, the value of the couple is 18 Newton. So this is given in the question. Okay. So here in this problem, what we have to do is, we have to find the resultant of the force system. So resultant, here three forces and couple are acting. So we have to find the resultant of the force system, and also we have to locate the resultant. Okay, locate the resultant with respect to the sides AB and BC. Okay, so how we will solve means for finding the resultant, we use the resolution principle. So here, see this angled bracket is having some thickness. So in this problem, we don't want to consider this thickness and all. Just we find the midpoint of the angled bracket on which the forces are acting. So one line, single line I draw, which is the mid line of the angled bracket. Here 150 Newton force is there. Then here one inclined force is there, right? Inclined force. I have to resolve it into its components along horizontal and vertical components. So it will come on right side force and on upward force. So one horizontal force, one vertical force. So I converted this inclined force into vertical and horizontal components. So already we know that the horizontal component is F cos theta. So F value is force magnitude is 125, theta value with respect to the HP horizontal line, horizontal is 60 degrees. So F cos theta 125 cos theta, and the vertical component is 125 sin 60. That's all. Then this 200 Newton force is already horizontal force. They don't want to resolve this. And one moment is there. Moment value is 18 Newton meter, which is acting at the point A, which is an anti-clockwise direction couple. Okay, anti-clockwise direction couple also acting. So for finding the resultant, what we have to do is, we find first the sigma h value. Sigma h means sum of all horizontal forces. Here how many horizontal forces are? 1, 2. Only 2 horizontal forces are there. This is towards rightward, so it is positive. This is towards leftward, so it is negative. The sum is minus 137.5 Newton. Then sigma v value, vertical components, sum of all vertical components. Here vertical forces, only 2 forces are there. One downward force, one upward force. So upward force is positive and downward force is negative. So the sum is plus 58.25 Newton. So we can use this value of sigma h and sigma v for finding the resultant value. So the resultant force is 149.32 Newton. Then the inclination of the resultant force, direction of the resultant force alpha can be found from the formula tan inverse of sigma v by sigma h. So we substitute the value, we get the value as 22.95 degree. So here in this, we have to locate the resultant. Here the sigma h value is negative. Okay, negative, so towards left. Sigma v value is positive value, towards up. So the resultant will be in this second quadrant. Okay, because sigma h is leftward, negative leftward. Sigma v is positive upwards. So the resultant will be in this second quadrant. Angle will be this 22.95 degree. So our aim is, we have to locate this force on this angled bracket. Okay, and this angled bracket. So the line of action may come like this. So here the location of the resultant force we have to find. So here the line 22 22 degree, right? 22 point. The angle we got is 22.95 degree. So this is the line of action come like this. So here like this, the force is acting, resultant force. But we don't know where the distance, at what distance, at x, unknown value. I put this as an unknown value x, and also how much it is down the point B it is cutting. Our aim is to find this x and y. So this is the question. So the line of action of this resultant force meet at which point on the side AB and BC. So this resultant force is, I am assuming that it is acting at a distance x from A and y from the point B. So one by one we will find. For finding the resultant, the x value, I am assuming that the force is acting at the point, this point, okay, on the intersection of AB line. So if I am finding y value, means I will assume that the force is, resultant force is acting at this edge. So because we can transfer this force to any point in its line of action, that's all. So for finding x, I am going to assume that the force is, resultant force is acting at this point. So this resultant force I am splitting into two components. The split up value is our sigma h and sigma v, that's all. So sigma h already we know 137, sigma v already we know 58. So I write the resultant force into components value, vertical and horizontal forces, because while converting this is very easy for us to find the moment. And so for finding the value of x, just I am using sigma moment about A, that means sum of all moment about the point A. So here see this diagram. So this resultant single force, resultant representation. So here all the forces acting on it. So here in this I have to find the moment at A. So this angled bracket, I am assuming that at the point A it is hinged. At the point A it is hinged. So these forces will try to rotate the angle bracket with the A as the center. So here consider all the forces. So one by one we will consider the moment of forces. Here how many forces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 and one couple is there. So it is hinged at the point A. So consider this force first, 200 Newton force. This 200 Newton force leftward force, right? This leftward force will rotate this angled bracket about the point A, which direction? Clockwise direction. So here it is fixed at A. This horizontal force move and rotate the angled bracket in clockwise direction. So it is plus symbol. So force value is 200 and perpendicular distance. So this horizontal force. So perpendicular means this vertical direction. We have to find the distance up to the point A. Right? This distance is 0.2. So this is horizontal force. So we have to find the distance perpendicular to the line of application of the force up to the hinge point. So this is our required distance, 0.2. Okay, then come to the next force. This 125 cos 60. This is horizontal force, but this force will not create moment at all. Why? Because the line of action of this force is passing through the hinge point, our moment calculating point. So at that, so there is no distance at all. So the moment is 0. Then for the force 125 sin 60, this is a vertical force, right? So this vertical force rotate this angled bracket in anti-clockwise direction. So okay, minus the force value is 125 sin 60 into distance of perpendicular distance of this force is 0.3. Then this 50 Newton force will not create moment at all because it is hinged at A and force is acting at the same point. So there is no distance. So moment is 0. Then one more value is 18 Newton meter. This is anti-clockwise coupled, right? Anti-clockwise, so minus 18. So this 18 is used only here only. So while calculating moment only, this 18 will be used. So for calculating force, resultant, everything, there is no need. because the couple having only pure rotation only, there is no force and all. So only when finding the moment only, just we have to add or subtract. Here anti-clockwise, right? So I put as minus 18. So sum of all values become minus 10.475 Newton meter. That's all. Then what we have to do is locate the resultant. For that, so we find the moment of all the forces. Next we have to find the moment due to the resultant. Moment due to the resultant. This is equal to the moment due to the resultant. Moment due to the resultant means, so for finding the x, I am assuming that the resultant force is acting at this point. So this unknown distance x we have to find. So here I resolved the force into sigma h and sigma v. Okay, sigma h and sigma v, right? So this sigma h will not create moment at the point A because this line of action also matching with the point A. So there is no rotation, but sigma v will rotate, the upward force, right? This will rotate which direction? So it is hinged at the A, so when upward force is acting, it will rotate in anti-clockwise direction, minus the sigma v value already we found, right? 58.25 into the distance to the fixed point is x. So already we find the algebraic sum, this value. So equate these two, we will get 0.175 meter. So we are converting into millimeter, just multiply with 1000, we will get 175 millimeter. So now we found the value of x. Then we try to find the value of y, right? Value of y. For finding the value of y, so I am assuming that this resultant force is acting at this edge in its line of action, right? In its line of action, this resultant force is acting at the point, this point. This is acting at a distance of y, unknown value. So we have to find y. So already we find the sigma algebraic sum of moment about all forces is 10.47. Just we have to find the moment due to the resultant. So here the resultant force sigma h and sigma v acting at this point. So this sigma h will rotate which direction? So this A point, it is fixed. This horizontal force will rotate this A center as clockwise moment. So this sigma h value already you know that 137.5 into distance, perpendicular distance. This sigma h means they are acting like this. So perpendicular distance is this distance up to the point A. So this is unknown value y. Okay, y. Then the sigma v also create moment because the sigma v will rotate this angled bracket in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, and so it is minus the sigma v value is 58 into distance, perpendicular distance. The sigma v and the perpendicular distance is this 0.3. So perpendicular to this line of application. So vertical force, the horizontal distance 0.3. So we will solving, we get the value of y as 0.0509 meter, that is 50.9 millimeter. So with this we find the we located the moment, located the resultant force.